So, as I'm making my video, Adrian Wojnarowski tweets about Ben Simmons, and I see Ben Simmons' name, and I'm like, oh my god, they finally traded Ben Simmons. And then I look at it, and this is the tweet. ESPN sources, Philadelphia 76ers All-Star Ben Simmons will not report for opening training camp next week, and intends to never play another game for the franchise. Simmons hasn't spoken to the team since late August meeting when he communicated this message to the Sixers officials. This is huge. Ben Simmons does not even want to come back to the Philadelphia 76ers. Some might say he's pretty stupid for this. Others might say he needs to do this and he needs to get the hell out of Philly. In my opinion, this is him just trying to navigate his way out of Philadelphia. If he truly means that he's never going to play another game for the 76ers, that is horrible for the Sixers. You just lost out on a perennial player, a perennial all-star, and someone who can develop into a great thing. Now, the reason why this is such a big concern is because Ben Simmons just signed a huge contract. So Ben Simmons is locked in for years to come. The issue that presents itself is Philadelphia, what the hell are you going to do now? Ben Simmons doesn't even want to play for your franchise, and you're asking for too much. I mean, do you trade with the Trailblazers and get Damian Lillard in your franchise? Or do you trade him to the Houston Rockets? I have no idea what you're going to do with Ben Simmons. Maybe you trade him to Sacramento. There's so many different options, but so many different options that might not even work out for your franchise. I mean, maybe you want Bradley Beal, Damian Lillard, but who's to say that they even want to be traded? Or who's to say that their franchise is even going to trade them? I mean, there was reports that they were saying that maybe they shipped Simmons to Brooklyn, but I mean, Kyrie Irving literally shut all that down by saying he's going to retire if he gets traded, which is insane to think about. My man is going to pull a Rob Gronkowski to the Detroit Lions. That's what. So this is huge news, especially in the NBA world, because Ben Simmons is such a young player. And the fact that you've destroyed your relationship so mightily with Ben Simmons this bad that he doesn't even want to report to your team's training camp is insane. Yes, he had a pretty bad playoffs. And all of this is literally happening because Ben Simmons does not shoot threes, or he can't shoot threes. No one knows what the heck is going on with his mental. The guy doesn't shoot threes, and he can't shoot threes, and he's blaming Philadelphia because he can't shoot threes. It makes no sense to me. But overall, he had a really good season. You can't tell me Ben Simmons didn't have a good season. He helped lead the Philadelphia 76ers to a first overall seed in the East. Now, to some people, it's just the East. It's not that big of a deal. Yes, anytime that you can get a first seed over the Milwaukee Bucks or Brooklyn Nets, that's a pretty big deal. And I will tell you this. The 76ers had finals expectations this year. It was either the Bucks, Nets, or Sixers going into the finals, and they didn't even make the conference finals. The Sixers had one of the easier routes into the NBA finals, and they couldn't even make it. This is a huge deal. Ben Simmons, yes, a lot of the reasons why the Sixers lost was because of Ben Simmons, but it was also because of the Sixers system. The Sixers don't have the best system right now, and they don't really have the best players around them. I mean, Joel Embiid is always getting hurt. And Tobias Harris, when they need him most, he's always choking in the clutch. There's just so many things happening in Philadelphia at the same time. The GMs, they're always changing GMs. They just changed head coaches. Doc Rivers seems to already be annoyed with Ben Simmons. I don't know what is going on in Philadelphia, but this is the worst part of the process. The process is falling to pieces, and it seems like the process is literally coming to an end. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe Ben Simmons is being a big old baby that just needs to shut up and play basketball. I don't know. But in reality, the way I look at it is, if you've destroyed your relationship with your own player this bad, for your future, a lot of players are going to look back at this and say, wow, they really fumbled the bag with Ben Simmons. I do not want to play there. So for the Sixers, this is a horrible look. Should you have traded Ben Simmons at the beginning of the season when you could have gotten James Harden? I mean, I can't say yes or no because you still made the first overall seed. So it's not like you're a fifth overall seed without James Harden and you still have Ben Simmons. No, the Sixers were the first overall seed. So it's not like Ben Simmons was a bum this season and you could have traded him for James Harden being a greater player. They both played great this season. Maybe you get James Harden on that team. He fits so much better with Joel Embiid, playing pick and rolls, playing lob, playing three-point shots. I don't really know. But the Sixers, they really fumbled the bag with Ben Simmons. And now it literally seems like you're going to have to trade the guy for what you don't want. So in other words, there's not going to be any amazing trade offers now that they know that Ben Simmons wants out. I mean, we've seen the trade value of Ben Simmons dropping and dropping as the offseason has continued. Many different teams have reported that they tried trading for Ben Simmons, but the asking price was way too high. if you're Philly, what do? You hold the guy hostage for 4 to 3 more years? I don't really know what you do with Ben Simmons. It's going to be such a weird and difficult situation. I personally hate it. I don't like what's going on in Philadelphia. It seems really toxic, and the fan base especially is going to hate this. And Ben Simmons is going to become one of the more hated people in Philadelphia. But for some reason, all the young guys that go through Philadelphia have horrible experiences. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to think about this. Maybe it's Ben Simmons' fault. Maybe it's the Sixers' fault. Overall, both sides have managed this horribly, I have to say. So let's see what happens. I hope in the coming weeks there's a Ben Simmons trade. I mean, we're all just waiting for it at this point. It's bound to happen. The guy doesn't even want to play for Philly anymore. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was a quick little news update rant that literally just came out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate all the love and support. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you like more videos like this. And I'm out of here. Peace out.